next comedian, he has a YouTube show called Necro Philosophy. He's all the way here from Washington Township. Put your hands together for Noah Chapp.
When I was a kid, there was a myth that swallowing watermelon seeds would make a watermelon grow inside you. When I got older, I learned swallowing is actually what you do to keep things from growing inside you. When a woman's pregnant, they say she's prego. So I guess a woman knows she's not pregnant when she's on the ragu. That reminds me, there's a nursery rhyme that goes, there was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children she didn't know what to do. Too bad she didn't live in a suit jacket, because then she'd have a coat hanger. Speaking of things that used to be family friendly, I heard Bill Cosby is rebooting his old TV show. This time it's called Kids Say the Darndest Things. Like no. I'm pretty creepy myself. The other day I saw a cute chick walking in the park. I went up to her. I was like, if you don't mind me saying, you've got some very luscious breasts. She was like, I bet you tell that to all the girls. I was like, of course not. I say that to adult women too. Speaking of which, one time I said to my girlfriend, I bet I'm the best boyfriend you've ever had. She was like, why don't you put your money where your mouth is? So now I use her pussy as a piggy bank. Some people think it's weird when guys measure their dicks. Like it's my fault she had a ruler tattooed on her throat. They say guys tend to be attracted to women who remind them of their mothers, which explains why I'm a necrophile. Actually, the reason I'm a necrophile is because I'm sowing my wild oats. I didn't know the ground already had bodies buried in it. Actually, the reason I'm a necrophile is because everything has its purpose. I mean, a deathbed is still a bed. Actually, the reason I'm a necrophile is to fight homophobia. Some people say they would rather their sons were dead than gay. I can make them both. Actually, the reason I'm a necrophile is because I'm optimistic. My motto is live, laugh, love. And when that fails, my motto is 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Actually, the reason I'm a necrophile is because I had a weekend fling. I launched her out of a catapult on Friday, then found her body and fucked it on Sunday. Actually, the reason I'm a necrophile is because relationships are like geology. When she's stone cold, I'm rock hard. Actually, the reason I'm a necrophile is because my girlfriend is the same in person as when I text her. Unresponsive. Actually, the reason I'm a necrophile is because Shawty got low. 6 feet to be exact. Actually, the reason I'm a necrophile is because Shawty hit the flow. The head trauma was enough to kill Shawty. Actually, the reason I'm a necrophile is because you're supposed to be. That's why that bullet hole is called an entry wound. Actually, the reason I'm a necrophile is because I'm in the ground level club. It would have been the Mile High Club, but it wasn't my turn till after the plane crash. Actually, the reason I'm a necrophile is because I say a lot of things that make dead people turn over in their graves. And doggy style is my favorite position. Which explains why I'm into bestiality. Actually, the reason I'm into bestiality is because you never forget your first time. And if what they say is true, that elephant won't either. Actually, the reason I'm into bestiality is because I got my dog from a no-kill shelter. So I had to fuck him or marry him. Actually, the reason I'm into bestiality is because I write fan fiction. I know what happens when you give a mouse a cookie. I know what happens when you give a moose a muffin. And now I know what happens when you give a cat a cream pie. Actually, the reason I'm into bestiality is because I'm Polish. Actually, the reason I'm into bestiality is because I don't mind sloppy seconds. Mary had a little lamb, and then I had it too. I'm Noah Chapp. Have a great night.